But it's a great honor to be here in Westport, the town that kind of got me really started as a photographer. Back in the early 70s, doing a lot of work and exhibiting it in the States mostly, and then sort of branching out, and I've exhibited a bit in Europe as well, but mostly in the States. Just had a major exhibition, in fact, at the Worcester Art Museum in Worcester, Massachusetts. It was a show that was held over an additional 3 months because it was so popular. And it was that Irish theme that attracted so many people. I even met a man at the show who was one of the gangers who worked on the Duloc Pass back in the 1920s, who lives in Worcester, Massachusetts. It's amazing that the Westport people have spread out all over, and I've met so many all over. It's just been fantastic.
And how did you happen to come here in the first place, Ron?
Well, I'll tell you an interesting story, right? Before coming to Ireland, I would go to the south of England, and I would photograph there. I went a few times, and I showed my work to a man I greatly respected. His name is Paul Caponegro, a well-known American landscape photographer. Paul said, "What you're looking for in England, there's more of in Ireland." That's what he said. So I said, well, that's sort of interesting, and I respected this man, so I said, I'm going to Ireland, that's it. I didn't know anything about Ireland. Flew to Shannon Airport, and it was December, not the best of weather. Flew to Shannon Airport, didn't know anything, got a map, and it looked interesting driving north. Right? There was no B&B between here and Shannon back in the early 1970s. I got to Westport, and there I saw the Irish Tourist Board. There wasn't one in Ballinrobe, there wasn't one in Kilmaine, there wasn't any in the towns I passed through. The tourist board had just started up down the Mall, you know, where Quay is now, and I stopped in and they said, yeah, we do have a B&B that's opened. It was in Barley Hill, it was called Barley Hill House. Mary and Doug May owned it, you know, they've since passed, and I stayed there and just fell in love with the area. I started bringing people, in fact. We first started staying there at Barley Hill, and then we moved over to Rossbeg, and we stayed with Mary and John O'Brien in Ratharosa, and we were there for some time. And it was in 1982, an 8-bedroom house came for sale, and I thought I really have to take the plunge, and I bought that house. And,
Michael Morton's.
Yeah, Michael Moran's house. And
Mutual friend.
Yeah, mutual friend, and no regrets. You know, it's just been go ever since, and I'm totally enjoying it, and hope to enjoy it for many years to come.
And what do you like about around here?
The landscape is beautiful. I never get tired of it. Going back to the same places year after year, it's never the same. The light is always changing. The landscape is changing. The sea is sculpting the rocks. You know, trees blow over, new trees grow up. The light is fabulous. The light, the rainbows. I saw a rainbow last night. It was the most brilliant rainbow I've ever seen.
Do you have a favorite spot around here?
Gee, that's a tough one. There's so many favorite spots. I love it down the Duloc Valley. I love it down in out at Achill. Yesterday we were down at Cong, and it was absolutely beautiful. There's just so many places. Very hard to pinpoint one place, but for sure I can say County Mayo from Ballycastle, like all the way down. And we do go up to Ballycastle as well, to Downpatrick Head.
What age were you when you took up photography first?
I was about 9 years old.
What kind of a camera had you then?
The Brownie box camera, and but actually process the negatives and make photographs in my mother's laundry room.
In the kitchen?
We had basements.
In basement, you were lucky.
Yeah. That was in New York.
You've seen changes in cameras over the years, have you?
I certainly have, as we all have. The world has changed.
What do you think of the digital?
It took me a long time to get into it. But now the quality really is as good as what I was able to do in the darkroom. So it's better for the ecology. It's much easier. I can do everything now on my computer that I was able to do in the darkroom. Only it's much easier.
Well, nice to talk to you.
Nice talking to you.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
You'll be back.
Thank you. I'll be back for sure.
You're a Covey now, I believe. They turned you into a Covey, did they?
Yes, that's a nice thought. Well, I'll see you.
Well done. Thanks very much.
I'll be in the Paddy's Day parade in March.
Okay, you're going to be the marshal, yeah?
I was.
You were the marshal.
Last year I was the Grand Marshal. And
you're back in the queue this year, are you?
I'll be in the queue. Michael McGing and I often march together in it.